Hi, Ariana. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm all right. I'd like to start out this session with asking you to remember three words. And then in a 5-minute period, I'm going to go back and ask you those same words again, okay? Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Please repeat them after me. Blue, table, and horse.
Blue, table, and horse.
Okay. All righty. So where's your mind been lately? I know the last time that we talked, you were kind of struggling a little bit with your mood. Has that gotten any better or worse?
It's pretty much been the same as just here.
So, what exactly has been on your mind? What's been bothering you?
Nothing much. School, work, the usual.
So, are you struggling to find time for yourself with multitasking, or where's the struggle?
Um, Sometimes the struggle is just getting from place to place, like motivating myself to get up and go to work or motivating myself to complete an assignment.
So, you feel as though you don't have any motivation to do the things that are expected of you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how how would you rate your motivation? So 10 being you're extremely motivated and 1 being you're not motivated at all. Where would you fall on the scale?
I would say 6.
And what do you think is causing that lack of motivation?
Um, Really just not wanting to do it. And just really not enjoying it.
And by not enjoying it, do you mean that you're unhappy at work? Are you unhappy at school?
At work, I really don't want to speak to anybody, but I mean, that's part of my job. So, really not
Okay.
motivated to go to work or to speak to other people when I don't feel like it.
Okay. So you kind of feel as though it'd be better off if you just didn't talk to anyone.
Yeah, most of the time.
Okay. Um, we're gonna kind of do another activity. Um, so I'm gonna ask you a question and just answer, the first thing that pops into your head. So let's just say you went to the grocery store and you were gonna buy a pack of gum, and the cashier told you that it was 78 cents, and you handed her $1. How much change would you get back?
Like 20 something.
Okay. We're also going to revisit the activity from earlier when I asked you to remember the three words. Do you remember any of them?
Blue, table, horse.
Good job. Okay. So, what do you think is causing you to lack motivation? I mean, has anything happened recently with school or work or your personal life?
Um, Lost a couple of friends. I mean, I think that's normal. Um,
Yeah.
I know I got a bad grade on a paper.
Hmm. And do you feel, feelings of failure, or do you feel guilty that you didn't study hard enough, or, where is that disappointment coming from?
I mean, I think I tried as hard as I could.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I could have talked to a teacher, got somebody else to help, but I thought I was doing a pretty good job.
Okay. Well, so let's go back and talk about, your lack of motivation. Are you experiencing any feelings of sadness worthlessness, hopelessness?
A little hopelessness.
And is there anything that triggers that hopelessness, or is it something that you feel all the time?
Most of the time, I feel that way.
Okay.
I guess especially when it's trying really hard to do something, it just doesn't work out.
Okay. So, do you ever have feelings about life that, life isn't worth living?
No, I mean, there's been I've had, some thoughts, but nothing too serious.
So, have you ever had desires to hurt yourself or hurt others?
Yeah,
So, did you have desires to hurt yourself or to hurt other people?
more so other people.
Other people. Okay. We're gonna go through some questions from the SBQR, just because you've shared with me that you have feelings as though you might want to hurt other people. So, have these symptoms or feelings of lack of motivation and disappointment, have they led you to feel as though you want to hurt others?
Yeah. Sometimes I think it's more so I feel a lot like disappointed in myself, as if like if I disappeared, nobody would care.
Okay.
So
So
I think
you
I get
feel
other people are
okay.
involved in like the situation.
Okay. So what I'm just to clarify that, so you feel disappointment within yourself, and then you end up taking that out and having thoughts of hurting others as a result of those feelings.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go over some of these questions just to kind of specify. I really want to touch on, how often these feelings are happening. So if you could think back, the past 2 weeks, how many times have you had thoughts of hurting others?
At least once.
At least once. Okay. So as far as hurting others, is it inflicting pain on them? Are you wishing that they were dead? To what extreme, where on the scale of 1 to 10? Like 1 being, you're just annoyed and you want to like leave and not talk to them, whereas 10 would be, you wish that they did not exist.
I would say maybe a 5.
Okay, so somewhere in the middle. It's understandable that you have those feelings, and it's one of those things that you're struggling with. You're disappointed in yourself because of how you're doing in school and you don't feel motivated. And so I can understand how maybe that would, translate to when you're at work and you don't want to deal with the people that you're working with. And so I can understand those feelings. But I'm going to give you a little homework for next time. So anytime that you feel like you are having those feelings, I want you to keep a rubber band around your wrist and just snap the rubber band so that it kind of triggers your mind to think of something else rather than thinking about hurting others.
Okay.
Is that something you think you could do?
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Okay, wonderful. All right, I'll see you next time.